Tiny Earth, people asked our crew what impressions we had. And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
So they can show us the inside of the capsule for 10 days straight, except for when they're returning to Earth. Free falling at about 25,000 miles an hour, by the way. They don't ever show the inside of the ship on any of the return journeys for any mission. That's because whatever they show us wouldn't look believable. And they're free falling at that speed for several minutes before reaching the water. But you realize at 25,000 miles an hour, you could travel from Massachusetts to California in about 6 minutes. And they were nothing even close to 3,000 miles away when they started filming them free falling. So no, you could travel from the east coast of the US to China in 17 minutes at that speed. You think your body could handle that type of speed? Where's the steam coming off the ship when they hit the water? Why would there be no steam at all when they're traveling 10 times faster than a bullet? Why would this rubber not start melting immediately? And there's guys that just go up and start touching it like it wouldn't be one of the hottest things in the world.
We also talk about this being like riding a fireball.
You're just gonna go up and touch this 5-10 minutes later after it lands? Why are these videos so bad always? Like the worst quality ever. Well, it's just a low quality video. That doesn't mean it's fake. Your brain is low quality.
Calling down my name. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh.
You can see the eye and how it's forming. But one of the things that's interesting about up here, when you see that whole hurricane, you're pretty amazed and you start taking pictures and all of that of it. But then you forget that there are people in danger down on Earth with the hurricanes and all that. So sometimes it's easy to lose perspective.
When you see that whole hurricane, you're pretty amazed and you start taking pictures and all of that of it. But then you forget that there are people in danger down on Earth with the hurricanes and all that. So
the Artemis II blasted off headed to the moon, right? So it took off from right about here. And it blasted off, son. And then it went up and it circled the Earth a couple of 3 or 4 times. And then it took off out into outer space, baby. They are floating around in outer space right now. They fixing to hook around the moon. Watch this right here, man. They fixing to hook around the moon, right? And they gonna lasso the moon, baby, and they gonna be hauling the mail. They probably gonna be in there going, ah! If it was me, I'd be kicking and screaming, son. Kicking and screaming. But they up there, and they gonna do all these circles, and then they're gonna blast off back home and land somewhere in the ocean out here. But you wanna know what's crazy? A little while ago, before they even started doing this, the moon was over here, and then it was over here. So they had to make the trajectory meet up with the moon. How in the world do you even do this kind of math right here? What is that like? 2 plus 3 minus 6 plus 8 plus 12 minus 3 divided by 4 plus 9, A, B, C, D. I mean, this is some complicated stuff, son. But they gonna shoot around this sucker, head back to the house, baby, splash down in the ocean, and tell us all about them alien bases on the backside of the moon. That's what they're gonna tell us about. Don't you know that's where they're at? All these UFOs, the only place in the universe we can't see is the backside of the moon that must be covered with alien UFO bases. I hope they don't go to firing on them. They're like, what is that up there flying around? That ain't one of ours. That's a goofy looking spaceship, son, with flaps on it. Darn thing going about 50,000 miles per hour. They wouldn't even have a missile to catch up with it, or would they? They are aliens. They got them UFOs. Probably got a bunch of other junk. The Artemis 2 mission is happening. They're about to go back here. Right here, they're probably going to see all the alien bases, right about somewhere, you know, right there on that backside. We see this side, right? But we don't see the backside ever. It's got to be where the alien bases are at. I wish them luck, though. Man, I wish them luck. Hope they bring home some great stories to tell. The Artemis